Hi guys, get in here, get in here, get in here. So before we go ahead and get started for today, part of day 5, I'm going to do a quick recap of day 4. As you guys know from yesterday when I posted, there really wasn't too much to update. There was a lot of reading of messages and establishing Cassie's relationship ultimately with Diddy and understanding how for over 11 years she actually truly did love him. There were several different text messages read throughout the day establishing that she did indeed. I love you. I'll fly anywhere for you. I love you, Cass. And the discussion about their relationship, intimacy, plans for the future, potentially having a baby, even though at that time when she said the message, Diddy already had 6 kids. So it proceeds on to talk about the intimate moments during some of their freak offs and that actual lifestyle. Cassie is asked by the defense, when was it made public that they actually participated in these freak offs? And that was November of 2023 when she filed her lawsuit. She was also asked if they spoke about their swinger lifestyle. Cassie stated that that's just something that is not spoken about. The defense even talked about how even though Diddy did put her down in certain situations, that he still would lift her back up and encourage her and call her queen, as if they were trying to say he's still a good person even though he has these moments of rage. They also even talked about him successfully still continuing to run his business as well as having a fashion sense. And Cassie said that she received unsolicited advice from Diddy at times that she did not ask for. They also talked about how they would wear costumes until they ultimately felt comfortable enough in these FOs or the person was indeed trusted to know their actual identities. So today we will be continuing on with that testimony so that the defense can continue to unpack that. There is a lot of breaking news. There was a lawsuit that was broke yesterday by another woman claiming the same ex assault allegations against Diddy. And in more other news, Chris Brown has been arrested in the UK, and currently he has been denied bail due to the fact that he had a warrant out for his arrest. So I'm still getting new information pertaining to that, but at this time that Don Richards is said to be the next witness that will be called to the stand. There are a few pointers that I will point out from yesterday. As we previously heard in Cassie's testimony on the prosecutor side, how Diddy did indeed hang her friend Carrie Morgan over the balcony. Yesterday during Cassie's testimony, there was a woman brought up by, I don't want to butcher her name, Bongolan. It's Bongolan. When I looked her up yesterday, her name is Brianna Bongolan. And she's actually a fashion designer who filed a lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. And this lawsuit includes serious allegations of violence and abuse. Yesterday, when Cassie mentioned her name, or it was said, it too was an incident where Diddy was hanging this woman over a balcony. So now there seems to be an established pattern pertaining to his fits of rage and anger, and I'm not sure what it is that he has with hanging people over balconies, but that's not good. Another thing that I was also told yesterday was that Diddy had a meltdown during court yesterday, and it makes you wonder, contrary to what a lot of people have said, just reading what was actually going on and then hearing from someone on the inside, they said it was long, it was really drawn out, and it seemed as though the defense was going in circles for an extensive amount of time yesterday. I understand reading a lot of the messages and establishing that she did indeed want to do those things. But one thing that we need to understand, most victims, they end up developing, especially for the amount of time she was with him. 11 years, as they stated, she loved him. Stockholm syndrome, where an abused individual ends up falling in love with their abuser. And so they're going to do and appease anything that that person wants, especially to make them happy. Look at how many times we've already established that Diddy did indeed beat her when she did not comply with the things that he ultimately wanted her to do. So I just want everybody to take that into consideration. Think about that part of it. And no, I am not saying that she is innocent in any of this, but I do want you to look also from that perspective. So I'll be back later on to provide you with an update. Tonight at 6 p.m. I will be going live. So make sure you're in there to get the full update.